Alright, hello and welcome. This is Aaron with Steel Picking. In this video lesson, I'm going to show you how to play a country waltz. This will be an original composition that I came up with. And I tried to really stretch it out, and what I mean by that is that I have quite a few chords in it that may not be common to you, or progressions that you may not be used to. But I did that for a purpose to show you everything I could really think of pretty much that you might encounter when you're playing a song. So you can take the lesson, like I say, always break it down in parts. There'll be an intro. I'll do a fill where I'm simply playing through the chord progressions. Then the next part I'll actually be playing a complement, or in other words, I'll be playing what I would play behind the singer. Then it will do a turn, and then the song will actually do a modulation, and I'll show you how to do that. So we did a lesson like this on a country song and had a lot of good response for it. So I thought, the next probably most common type song that you'll encounter would be a waltz, and sometimes those are hard to play, the rhythm of them. So I'm going to take you through all that, show you how to do the intro, a pretty simple intro, probably recognizable, that you could use over a lot of different country songs. Then, like I said, the chord progressions will get a little more complicated, and I'll show you how I approach those chords, trying to utilize less movement and using our pedals and knee levers more. And then, like I said, simply in this version, I will have the turn, which is simply a repeat of the intro, and then we'll do a modulation. So since this is an original song, I have a backing track and tab available for this on Patreon. So if you would like to get that and help support us on our Patreon site, you can access that and go to it by clicking on the card above or the link in the description. So Jake has that set up for you there, and you'll see that, and you can go over there. And it'll help you out to have access to that, and also you can help support us monetarily if you'd like to. So let's look at this video lesson covering how you can play a country waltz. Alright, let's look at the lesson. So we're in the key of G on this waltz, and we're going to modulate to the key of A flat, so we'll get to that at the end of the lesson. So after the last turn, we're going to do a modulation. So if we're in the key of G, we're going to do an intro, and the three strings that we're dealing with in the intro are 3, 5, and 6. So we're going to be using a unison type lick for the intro. So 3 and 6 are tuned the same, just octaves apart. So the intro was like this. I'll play it, then I'll talk it out. Okay, so let's go to our 15th fret, which is our G chord. And we're going to play 3, 5, and 6, like I said, no pedals. Then with our pedals, A and B pedals down. Okay, so we have 3, 5, 6, no pedals. 3, 5, 6 with A and B pedals down. Then the next, with the pedals still down, you go 16 to 17. 16th fret, 17th fret. Same strings throughout this whole intro. So now we have okay, now here at the 17th fret, we're going to slide that group down to the 13th fret, no pedals. When you get to 13, release them. Okay, while that's still ringing, you go from your 13th to your 15th fret, no pedals. Okay, press A and B pedals down, then slide to the 10th fret and release them. So now we have this. While that's ringing, we move that back up to the 13th fret. Go back to the 10th fret, A and B pedals. Okay, so now the intro sounds like this. Okay, now we have a few beats here on the intro. I went to an augmented, and that's simply played at the 9th fret, 4, 5, 6, A and B pedals, F knee lever. Okay, now on this intro, you can also you can watch how I'm doing it on the cover. In other words, you could play. I can play that at different places. In other words, I could play some of it and just slide it. Or I could play it like this. Pick it again when I got here. So you can work on that. That'll be your own discretion, and kind of watch the video. So real quick, the only group we're using is 3, 5, 6, 15th fret, no pedals, 15th fret, A and B pedals. Then you play it again at the 16th fret, pedals still down, slide it to the 17th fret, pedals still down, go to the 13th fret, no pedals, 15th fret, no pedals, then pedal, then slide to the 10th fret, no pedals, then slide back up to the 13th fret, no pedals, then back to the 10th fret, A and B pedals. Then it goes to the augmented, which is 4, 5, 6 at the 9th fret, A and B pedals, F knee lever. Okay, so now we've got the intro. Now let's look at the next part of the song. I simply played a chordal background, or however you want to say it. I'm just playing the chords with the band. I'm playing pretty much right on the top of the beat, on the first beat of. So each beat being 3, since it's a waltz, it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So the first chord is an G. The next chord is B minor. Then it goes C, G. Okay, now that's real easy to play. You go to your 15th fret. The only group we're using right now is 5, 6, 8. So you play 5, 6, 8. No pedals, no knee levers. That's G. Play 5, 6, and 8 with my ED flat knee lever in. That's going to play over the B minor. Play 5, 6, and 8 with A and B pedals down. That's a C chord. Then it goes back to G. 5, 6, and 8, no pedals, no knee levers. Okay, so that's pretty easy. The next part, the progression, it goes from an A minor 7 to an F 9th to a D 7. So we go to our 13th fret, play 5, 6, 8 with our ED flat knee lever in. That's going to play over an A minor 7. Now it's going to a flat 7 or F chord, and we're going to play an F 9th. And all I did was play 5, 7, 8 here at the 13th fret. No pedals, no knee levers. Plays over an F chord. Now I did a little lick here that's pretty interesting, playing over the D. I have a D here at the 13th fret if I use my F knee lever. So what I did, I'm walking this 8th string. I start out with 5, 6, 8, F knee lever in, release the F knee lever, press my E flat knee lever, release the E flat knee lever, then bring the F knee lever back in. And that sounds like this. Okay, again, 5, 6, and 8. F knee lever in at the 13th, that's a D7th. Release the knee lever, press E flat knee lever, release the E flat knee lever, press the F knee lever back. Okay, it's a pretty good little lick. You can use that over that 5 chord, which in this case is the D chord. Okay, so now the next line, we go to our 10th fret, and this is 5, 6, and 8 is the group we're using. If you have A and B pedals down, that's a G chord. Then it goes to a B minor. I simply release the B pedal, keep the A pedal down, same group. Then it goes to a C chord. I can move that up 1 fret to the 11th fret. A pedal still down, engage the F knee lever. So A and F at the 11th fret, 5, 6, and 8. Okay, now here's another one of those I thought was making this a little more interesting progression. It goes to an E flat 7th. Okay, so I'm right here at the 11th fret is E flat. I release all my pedals and knee levers. I play 5, 6, 9. That 9th string makes that the 7th. That's an E flat 7th, 5, 6, 9. And then it goes back to G. So I simply move back 1 fret, 5, 6, 8, A and B pedals. Goes to a D7th, 5, 6, 9 here at the 10th, no pedals, no knee levers. Then it goes back to G, 5, 6, and 8, A and B pedals down, 5, 6, and 8. Okay, so then the next part I'm starting to play the fills. So the first chord I'm playing over is a G. That lick plays over a G chord. I play 4, 5 at the 12th, no pedals, no knee levers. Slide it to the 10th, and when I get to my 10th fret, I play 4, 5, 6 with A and B pedals down. Okay, now the next part of the song, it goes to a B chord. If I press my A pedal, F knee lever, play 4, 5, and 6 here at the 10th fret, I have a B chord. Okay, so I'm going to make that a little more interesting. I'm going to go from that to the actual B chord here at the 7th fret, and then I'm going to play like a B 7th. I'm going to go to my 5th fret with the A pedal. The only group I'm playing is 4, 5, and 6. So that's 4, 5, 6 at the 10th fret, A pedal, F knee lever, go to the 7th fret, no pedals, no knee levers, go to the 5th fret, A pedal only. Okay, the next chord that I play over is a C chord, and I do this lick here. Okay, that's simply played. The 8th fret is C. I play 4, 6, move that up 1 fret with the F knee lever. Then I go back to the group. I'm trying to kind of keep this sound going that I had in the intro. I'm playing 3, 5, 6 here at the 8th, slide that to the 11th and add the A pedal. Okay, the next chord it goes to is G. I can simply move this from the 11th, move it right back down to the 10th, play that same group with A and B pedals down, and then slide that all the way up to the 15th fret, no pedals, no knee levers. Okay, now the next part I'm doing a fill over the G chord, and it's real simple. I play 3, 5, then 1, then I play 4, 6. Okay, I have another bar of G, and I'm going to do this kind of the same fill. I play 3, 4, then 1, 2, then 4 and 5. Okay? Now the next chord we're playing over is a D 7th chord, and I do this. This is a lick that you can use a lot. It goes. Okay, that's a pretty common lick. I've heard Lloyd Green do that one, and it works really well. So I'm doing like a counterpoint type movement. And you have that. Okay, so to play that lick over the D, you go to your 17th fret, press A and B pedals, play 5 and 6, move that back 1 fret to the 16th fret, add your 2nd string, then your 1st string. Okay, then you'll just slide all that while it's ringing after you play 2 and 1 here at the 16th fret. While all that's ringing, slide it back 1 more fret to the 15th. Okay, that's pretty easy. Then the next part of the song, it goes to G. I play 4, 6, then add my 5th string while that's ringing. Okay, then it goes. Okay, so we have the G. Then it's going to go to a B minor. So I do that at the 17th fret. I play 8, 7, 5, A pedal down, and I go ahead and press A and B both down at this point. Then I add my 6th string with the B pedal down here at the 17th fret. That's playing over a B minor. The next lick I do is played over a C chord. And that's a good little lick to do. You play 4, 5 at the 15th fret, then you play 5 again and press your A pedal. Okay, now I'm going to go to the 11th fret, A pedal still down, and add the F knee lever. So that'll be the C, 3 above 8. So that works really good over that chord. That's a C lick. Okay, then I'm simply doing, it goes back to G, I do this little walk up. And that's a good little lick to play over your 1 chord. So that one's played at the 10th fret, 5 and 6, A and B pedals down, slide it to the 13th fret. No pedals, no knee levers, go to the 15th fret, no pedals. Okay, I've got another beat, so I simply play that again, 5 and 6. Okay, then it goes to a D 7th, and I'll do this lick, which is a good effective lick. That's simply played here at the 15th fret, B pedal down only. You play 6, 7 as a group. Then while that's ringing, I add my 5th string, my 4th string, my 2nd string. That's real pretty over a D chord. Okay, then it ends on a G. I simply play 4, 5, 6, no pedals, no knee levers. Okay, then it repeats the intro. Okay, now instead of going to the augmented, we're going to modulate. Okay, a lot of times when you modulate up one tone, like in this instance we're going from G to A flat, you do that on the 5 chord of the new key you're going to. So I'm going to A flat, that's the 1, that's the 4, that's the 5. E flat will be the 5. So I go. Okay, so I play 4, 5, 6 at the 11th, slide that to the 16th fret with a B pedal, E to E flat and E lever in. That's still an E flat, that'll be an E flat 7th there. Okay, we're going to go back now to our new chord that we're in, which is A flat, 4, 5, 6, no pedals, no knee levers. Okay, so now let's talk about a little bit of some of the things that I want you to try to pick up out of this lesson. The first off is like I talked about in the country song, is that you're usually delegated, or you usually talk these songs out before you play them, and you're assigned what parts you're going to play. So for instance, just like the country song, this country waltz, I'm going to take the intro, and I came up with a pretty standard, pretty easy intro to play. I'm trying to mimic almost like a violin or a fiddle, and that's the reason I chose to use 3 and 6, use those unison strings. You hear those kind of licks all the time, or you hear them a lot in country music, a lot of the older country music, and I really like them. Okay, so we don't have a fiddle player with us, so we can mimic that by playing that group. I'm playing 3, 5, and 6. So we determined that's the sound that we wanted, that's the sound I wanted to try to imitate, kind of like a violin would be playing with me. Now the next part of the song would probably be played by the guitar player or the keyboard player, and I simply played pads or played chords behind that. Now like I said, I made the song a little more complicated, and I did that by design, because to me this would probably be about as complicated chord progressions as you would see in a waltz or in a country type waltz song. So I wanted you to try to learn your positions. So we played pretty much right here and went down 2 frets and got pretty much the majority of our first part of our song. So I could get my G, my B minor, and my C right here at the 15th fret, 5, 6, and 8. So I'm trying not to have a lot of movement, have a lot of stuff going on. I'm trying to keep it real simple. So 5, 6, and 8, no pedals was G. 5, 6, and 8 with the E, D flat, and E lever in was B minor. 5, 6, and 8 with the A and B pedals down was C. Now the next part it went from an A minor to a flat 7th to F chord to D. So all I had to do was go back 2 frets, 5, 6, and 8 with an E, D flat, and E lever in. That'll play over an A minor. So I played an F ninth chord. I played 8, 7, 5. That 7th string gives me the 9th of an F. That's the 9th of F scale. Okay, then I did a lick here that I showed you that you can use anytime you're playing in any song out of the 5 chord. So in G we got G, C, D, 1, 4, 5. You can go 3 above if it's a 7th now. In this instance it was a D 7th. I can do this lick. That was simply played 5, 6, and 8, F knee lever in, release it, E, D flat knee lever in, release it, ends with F knee lever. Real effective, and it sounds really, I like the movement. You're getting there with those chords. So then we're taking it on down. We're going down the fretboard. That's what I wanted to do. I'm kind of bringing the tenor of what I'm doing is kind of getting more, I hate to say relaxed or calming, but it's getting in a lower register. So then I'm going back to G. So I'm moving on down. I don't want to repeat what I did. I want to play G in a different place. And I'm going to play a B minor in a different place. Instead of playing it up here at the 15th, I go to the 10th fret, I play 5, 6, and 8, still staying with that same group. A and B pedals down, that was a G chord. Simply rolled off that B pedal, kept A down, they give me my B minor. And then it went to C, okay? Instead of going down here, I simply moved that up 1 fret because I know the next chord after that C chord is going to be an E flat chord. So here's E flat, and I can make C here also. 5, 6, and 8, A pedal, F knee lever. See how easy that worked out to go to that sharp 5 or that E flat chord. 5, 6, and 9 here at the 11th. So the first part of the pad I played G, B minor, C, G here. The next time I played those chords, I did them here at the 10th fret. So you can do them there. G, B minor, C, G, B minor, C. Okay, so now we're done that. So we have this E flat chord. Now we're going to do another little bit different chord. I'm going to go from a G to a B natural. Okay, so I have a B here at the 7th fret, but if I'm playing G here at the 10th, all I have to do to get the B chord, the next chord coming up, is play 5, 6, and 8 here with A pedal, F knee lever. Okay, so now to do the fill or the backing part of the song, the first one we came to was a G. Okay, so in that lick, we have a pedals down lick is what I'm gonna call it. You go to your 10th fret, A and B pedals down. That's a G chord. Now we go 2 frets above that. So always remember it like that. No pedals. You play 4 and 5. Slide that back, then play 4, 5, and 6 with A and B pedals down. So that is a pedals down lick. Now let's look at, while I want to show you things. If you wanted to do that for the key, for a G chord, if we go to our 15th fret and press A and B pedals down, we have a C. So we'd go 2 frets above, no pedals. Okay, if I wanted to do that for a D chord, if I go to my 5th fret, press A and B pedals down, that's a D. I can go 2 frets above, no pedals. Okay, so that's a 2 above where you start at. So pedals down position, you go 2 above, no pedals, 4, 5, come back to the pedals down position, A and B pedals down, and that's a good lick to know. Now the next chord we play over is simply a B chord. Okay, and all I do there, it's going to a B natural. I can play 4, 5, and 6 here at the 10th fret, A pedal, F knee lever. Slide that because I want to, make it a little more interesting. I go to the 7th fret, no pedals. 5th fret, A pedal. That's a B7th there at the 5th fret. Okay, so I had a little bit of movement there, made the feel a little more interesting. Okay, the next lick is over a C chord. Okay, that's a good lick to learn, simply. So I'm doing it in a C. You simply play 4 and 6, and that too, I was showing you how to play it over a D and a G. So 4 and 6, slide it up 1 fret, add your F knee lever. Then play 3, 5, 6. No pedals. Slide that to the 11th fret, A pedal. Okay, now my thinking here is I'm kind of duplicating what I did at the intro using that group. Okay, then it goes to a G lick, a pedals down lick. Since I was right here, I can go back 1 fret and I've got G. I'm just going to use that same group, pedals down, 3, 5, 6, slide it all the way up to my 15th fret, no pedals, which is G. So I'm going G to G. Okay, so that's a pedals down lick if you want to look at it like that for G. Now the next part of the song, I simply did some real easy fills out of G because that's the chord we're playing over. Okay, that's real easy. I just simply wanted to add my chromatic strings because I wanted to get back up in a higher registry. So I played 3 and 5, 4, then 5 and 6. The next thing I did, I basically repeating that but with different groups of strings. I'm playing 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 5. Okay, then I did a Lloyd Green type lick over the D7th chord, which was this. That's a real good lick to learn, so that played over the D chord. 17th fret, 5 and 6 down, 5 and 6 strings, A and B pedals down, slide that back 1 fret, pedals stay down throughout the whole lick, add 1, then 2, while that's ringing, slide it back 1 more fret. Okay, real simple, but effective. Then it went back to G. I did another little simple lick. I played 4 and 6. While that was ringing, I added 5. Okay, so the next part of the song I played over was simply another B minor. And I did 8, 7, 5 at the 17th. I went ahead and pressed A and B pedals down. And added 6 with that ringing. So that's real easy. And there's a C lick, which is a real good lick. That was the next chord to come in. So I played 4 and 5. Then I played 5 again and pressed the A pedal. Then I slid all that back to the 11th fret, A pedal, F knee lever. Real easy lick, but it's real pretty, it's real effective. Then the next chord I played over was simply a G. So here's a G lick. That's kind of like a Buddy Emmons. Real pretty and real easy. I simply played 5 and 6 at the 10th, A and B pedals. No pedals, same group at the 13th. No pedals, same group at the 15th. Okay, I had another beat, so I simply played that again, 5 and 6. Okay, now I went to a D7th and I did another like a little chromatic, which is a real pretty and effective lick to play over a 5/7 chord. So I'm playing a D7th lick here at the 15th fret, B pedal down. You play 6 and 7 as a group. While that's ringing, you play 5, 4, 2. Real pretty, real effective. Then I simply, over the G chord, I played 4, 5, and 6. Okay, then it repeated the intro, and then instead of playing the augmented, I simply went ahead and did the modulation. I'm modulating, and I said a while ago, up to the 5 chord of the new key that I'm in. So the 5 chord of A flat is going to be an E flat chord. Okay, now a lick I heard a lot of times on the some Henson gospel songs, they'll take that 5 chord and go to the 5/7. So what I'm doing here, I'm going from the 11th, no pedals, 4, 5, 6. I slide that to the 16th fret, B pedal, E, D flat, and E lever. That's an E flat 7. Okay, I want to resolve to my new key. I simply release all the pedals and all the knee levers. I'm in my new key of A flat. And then it would repeat like and practice that, playing the same thing out of the new key, and that'll help you learn your fretboard. Okay, so this is, like I said, I tried to make this interesting, and in doing so, I made it a little bit complicated, but that's good. It's good for us to try to learn some new things, and it helped me kind of think out some chord progressions that I thought would be good for y'all to learn. So I hope you enjoyed it, and give it a try. All right, as always, Jacob and I just want to thank you for checking out our YouTube channel. Hope you enjoyed this lesson covering a country waltz. Like I said at the outset, it's a little different as my arrangement, and I tried to make it a little more complicated to show you what you might encounter in a song and a little more complicated chord progressions. So if you like it, I hope you did. You can hit the like button, give us some feedback there. And if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, if you do that, we'd appreciate that. It gives us feedback there. We see how many people are following us. And also, if you notice there's a bell icon, if you click on that, then that will give you notification when Jacob posts new materials. Now, also, we have some of the equipment that we're using will be available. If you want to check that out, you can go to the Amazon site and look there, and Jake will have up the different links to the things that we're using. So that will be on the audio video side and on my side with some of the musical stuff I'm using. So we just appreciate our patrons who are supporting us. And like I said at the outset, we do have the tab and backing track available for this lesson on our site, so you can get that by going to the card above or the link in the description. So as always, you know, Jake and I just appreciate you supporting us, appreciate the feedback we're getting on our YouTube channel, and hope our lessons are helping you. We're trying to cover multiple topics, and on both necks, the C neck and the E9 neck. But this one, like I said, I've commented some other videos. I realize that the E9 neck is the most common neck, and that's one most everybody wants to have lessons on. So we'll do the majority of lessons on those. So now we've covered how to play a country song in a 4/4 rhythm, and now we're looking with this lesson, a pretty in-depth lesson on how to play a 3/4 or a waltz time song. And again, the genre is leaning more toward a country song or a country feel. So I hope it helped you. I hope you enjoyed it. And on behalf of Jacob and I, just keep picking.